Okay, let's talk about water. One of the most important things you'll need to consider when you're out on rock and ice is your water management. It's really important to stay hydrated, to be drinking plenty of water, and to make that part of your routine. So let's talk about water and how we'll manage it. Now, the good thing, of course, about being up in the mountains is that you don't need to carry a lot of water because it's all around you. It's frozen, it's in the snow, it's in the ice. You may even come across water sources such as the Snowy River or Blue Lake, where you'll be able to get some water that's not frozen. So in terms of carrying water, it's really important to consider something like this Nalogen bottle. You want to take a bottle that has a wide opening. Now, why is that? It's because you can get, you're able to do a lot more with an opening like this, be it, using a UV filter or putting snow inside a bottle like this. If you have a really small opening, then what can happen is that can freeze. So do not take a Camelback, which has a tube. Do not take a standard issue Army water bottle, because it will freeze up. You need to have a wide opening. These Nalogen bottles are excellent for that very reason. Now, the next thing about water is how much water do you need to carry. Now, typically you can get away with as little as 1 or 2 litres that you're carrying on yourself as you're heading up into the mountains. Any more than that, you can get from your environments, which is why our stove management and heating is so important, because you'll be needing to melt that when you're up there. The other thing to consider is, while you may carry a couple of Nalogen bottles with your water in it, another great way to take water is one of these collapsible style water bags. This is made by Nalogen, and it's a collapsible bag that you can just throw in the back of your pack. And maybe when you're up at Blue Lake, for example, you can get a whole lot of water out of here and take that back, which saves on stove energy when you're trying to melt snow to create water. So that's a really handy thing. There are a number of these on the market. Once again, note the wide opening at the top, very handy. When it comes to water management as well, it's great to have water, and we'll talk about how to purify your water in a moment. To carry it, you might also consider some sort of a thermos. Once again, this will add weight to what you're hauling out there, but it can be great to fill up a thermos in the morning and have that available for later in the day. Just consider how much you're carrying when you're considering whether you want to take some sort of a thermos or not, but it's a great option to keep that water hot. Let's now talk about how we purify our water, because it's really important that we stay well and we don't just drink water from anywhere. Even up in our Alpine lakes, the Snowy River, you can get Giardia and other contaminations, viruses in the water. And it could be a dead animal, it could be someone defecating near the water. So it's really important that we're watching ourselves and how we take not just food but also water. So first of all, boiling water. It's a great way, and when you're melting snow, you'll be boiling that, so that's a great way to bring the water to the boil, simmer it for about 30 seconds to a minute, and it'll kill anything that's in there. You can then pour your water into these Nalogen bottles. Another great thing about this will take hot boiling water, it won't melt. It makes a great hot water bottle at night. Throw this down under your sleeping bag, and this will give you a couple of hours of great warmth in the evening. So a really good thing about these bottles. Another way to purify your water is through Puri tabs. Those little tabs you can pick up, you can get them from chemists or whatever. It does often chlorinate your water, or even a drop of betadine from a med kit will help to purify your water. But it tastes pretty crap after you've used those products, but it is if you have nothing else, it is one way to go. Another way to purify your water is through UV light. UV light kills 99.9% of all viruses. You've just got to be careful. If it's really cloudy water, then the UV light won't penetrate as much. But we have a number of UV filters here that screw onto the top of your water bottle, and there's a process. They're rechargeable, and that will purify your water. Or you can get standalone ones, which once again will fit in the top, and you'll just swirl it around for about a minute, and that will purify your water. It won't change the taste at all, which is great. So that is a great option if you're looking to purify your water in the alpine environments. That's all for me on water. It's one of the most important things you'll have to consider out there. Stay hydrated and have a great trip.